Welcome back to the channel, and this video is going to be a preview for the big races at Ascot on Friday and Saturday. And before the two-day declarations, we are looking at seeing some potential superstars in action, so let's get into it. The first race I'm going to preview is the Grade 2 Novice Hurdle that takes place on Friday, and we've got a lot of horses with a very high profile here and two which are protecting their unbeaten run. The first one is Napper's Hill, who's won bumpers and is also 2 from 2, and Harry Cobden will be on board this horse for Paul Nicholls. It's won 2 hurdles at very short odds. On its debut it didn't actually jump too good at Chepstow, but it did improve second time out. But the bare form leaves this horse with a lot to find, but I think there is a lot of improvement there. The horse that sets the standard in this race is definitely I Like to Move It, who's had 3 wins over hurdles and won the Supreme Trial at Cheltenham a few weeks back, beating Washington by 2 lengths. Washington has since run very well at Cheltenham again, so that form has worked out. And it's got a rating of 138, which does set a pretty lofty standard at this early stage of the season. John Bond is also entered for Nicky Henderson, and this horse was also impressive at Newbury, winning by 6 lengths. And I think that form will work out quite well with Goodriscottle in second. And this £540,000 purchase is a full brother to Douvan, and there was some comparisons on social media afterwards, and you can see why. I'm not saying he's as good as Douvan yet, but this horse does have a very big future, and you'd expect him to open up as favourite to win this race. A mare taking on these horses is LS de Bell for the Skelton team. This horse was beat on its debut by Nina the Terrier, but since then it won at Newbury again in a listed race. It won by 8 lengths, and I think that performance was very good. It was also backed up by the clock, and I think this horse could be a force. Maybe not in the Supreme, but in the mare's Novice Hurdle, she is currently 7-1 favourite, and I think if she runs well here, she'll keep at the top of the betting for that. Next up is a Grade 2 Novice Chase, also on the Friday, and this is where Irish rider Bob Ollinger takes centre stage. This horse was all class over hurdles, beating Brave Man's Game in the Ballymore. That was such an impressive performance. Went past Brave Man's Game like it wasn't moving. On its chase debut, however, it was a little bit of a novice performance. It did make a few mistakes in there, but it was also quite smart correcting itself for the fences, and I think there's a massive chunk of improvement to come for this horse trained by Henry de Bromhead, and you'd assume Rachel Blackmore would be over for the ride. The opposition isn't that strong. The second favourite will probably be Pic D'Orhy for Harry Cobden and Paul Nicholls. This horse is rated 152, so you'd expect Bob Ollinger to be better than that over chasing, and this horse was running very well when it fell last time at Haydock. Probably would have won, but fell and handed the race to Nassalam for Jamie Moore. Moving on to Saturday, and the Long Walk Hurdle is the feature race, where we see last year's winner Paisley Park trying to retain his crown. He's had 2 third place finishes this season, and both have been a little bit underwhelming. He's got Thomas Bellamy up instead of Aidan Coleman, and I think that jockey booking, considering and the fact that cheek pieces have been taken off him, he was taken to the front last time. I don't think that worked at all, so with a more conventional ride I think he could run a big race. Although he's not favourite for this race, that is Buzz, who is currently 7-4 favourite in the betting and quite short in my opinion, even though he does have very good form. He won the Cesarewitch at Newmarket, and he's since won the Coral Hurdle over 2 miles 30. He beat Guard Your Dreams by 6 lengths that day, which is very good considering Guard Your Dreams has gone on to win the International at Cheltenham the other day. And I think the step up in trip, will he stay 3 miles? That's the question. I think he probably will, considering he won the Cesarewitch over 2 miles 2 furlongs on the flat. That's always a massive stamina test. There's a few other interesting horses in the lineup, and Ronald Pump caught my eye. He was currently around 7-1, 8-1 in the betting, so it could be an each-way play at this stage. He's had form behind Honeysuckle, and that last run, even though beaten a long way by Honeysuckle, was a very solid performance, and I think the step up in trip would definitely suit this horse. It's been running over 2 miles 4 furlongs up to 3 miles with a soft ground. I think this could be a very interesting runner. So they're my 3 races at Ascot previewed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below on who your fancy is ahead of a very good weekend's racing.